Good morning. It's a gorgeous day in Alberta. I've cried 3 times already, and today we're in Jasper. Yay.
Jasper National Park is located in the Canadian Rockies. It is infamous and usually coupled with other parks like Banff and even Lake Louise because they're all kind of accessible through the same highway. So people usually make a trip and do Banff, Jasper, Lake Louise all together, and we are no different. We're also doing that trip now, starting off from the north end here in Jasper. We're starting today with a trip to the cute little town of Jasper, and we're gonna do the touristy thing. Just got our Jasper sticker. We're walking down the main road here in Jasper, and it's pretty cute. It's as expected. There's like gift shops, coffee, shopping. There's even beaver tails. Yep. We decided to get the beaver tails.
Why wouldn't we get beaver tails?
I just didn't think we would get it right away. So if you don't know, beaver tails are a famous Canadian delicacy.
So it's a fried dough with a variety of toppings. Today we decided to go with, like, we can't call it Nutella, but
it's Nutella. It's a chocolate hazelnut spread, and it's called beaver tail because it looks like the tail of a beaver. So what's fun about beaver tails is that they're usually only in like very touristy locations, so places like Jasper or like even festivals. So it's even a treat for people in Canada because you can't just go to a beaver tail store usually. You have to be in a very specific place for it. So we're excited to have it. Nutella. It's basically a donut.
today, after our little visit in town, we are focusing on the Maligne Canyon, which is a quintessential area to visit. There's always pictures of these like beautiful green lakes.
We picked up the brochure and look, wouldn't you know it, Maligne Lake. Gorgeous.
Our first stop on our trip up the Maligne Canyon is the Maligne Canyon Lookout.
So, city of Jasper, where we just came from, we have a good view of this Maligne Canyon. We have Lake Annette right there, and we have Pyramid Mountain. Now we are heading south toward Maligne Lake because we're gonna do a cruise on the lake. And this path, this drive is so scenic. You get all of the fall colors. You get the mountains in the back, and on the side we're actually driving right beside the canyon too, which makes sense. We're driving beside the canyon that goes down into a lake. Totally scenic, getting all the pretty autumn colors, and it's just such a beautiful day. It's so nice. I'm so happy. We made it to Maligne Lake. We're about to take the cruise. So this little area is actually really cute. There's a lake house, there's food, there's a Waffle House. All closed for the season now because it is technically the last week of everything being open. It's Canadian Thanksgiving long weekend. So things are getting mighty chilly. We have brought a lot of layers. I'm in my ski jacket and it's cold.
Still pretty though.
Oh, cool. It's like a drone shot. Woo.
First of all, I would like to apologize. Apparently it's pronounced Maligne Lake. And with that being said, we've made it to our stop on Maligne Lake, which is actually called Spirit Island. It's a very small little island kind of in the middle of the lake here. Its history goes back about 8,000 years to the indigenous people who still call this area home. They still use the lake for ceremonial purposes. Annually they come here and they use it. Really, when you look at the backdrop of this whole area, it is unbelievable. The upper 8 kilometers of the lake there is untouched wilderness, and it's referred to as the seats of the gods, or the throne room of the gods. Every mountain there, if the gods descended, they would each have their own throne. It's unreal, man. It's really hard to describe stuff like that.
That was the Maligne Lake tour, and classic us saying you're wrong. It was awesome.
Super picturesque. Definitely check it out. Next up, we're going into the Maligne Canyon.
It's like 15 minutes away from the town, so it's very popular, very well traveled, so the paths are very clear. You can also see the really cool canyons here. We're getting to see some really cool rock formations as the water comes from Maligne Lake down here and carves through the canyon. It's super extra smooth because there's silt in Maligne Lake, so coming from the mountains all the way down, the rocks are like really cool looking and smooth, and I feel like rocks. I mean, who doesn't like rocks, really?
Look at these rocks!
These rocks!
This area is also kind of unique because of the amount of water being jetted into the air. It creates a rainforest effect despite this not being a rainforest. So if you look around, there's mosses and stuff on a lot of these hills, which you don't find in most alpine areas.
We learned that Maligne Canyon is home to a lot of underground caves, so ones that leach out of Medicine Lake, they all kind of go underground. There are also people who come here and spelunk in these canyons and explore, which is like really cool and dangerous. Wow.
It's so much deeper than I thought it was going to be. How do you think it tastes?
Oh, I bet it's refreshing. And a little acidic. We're back at our car now. It should be about time for dinner. Yes. Yes.
All right, Jill, what do we got?
Funny enough, even though we wanted barbecue, we got some Mexican food. So we got wild boar tacos and mono nachos. Los mejores nachos del mundo. So the greatest tacos in the world will be the We're gonna get some dessert.
Oh, fudge.
Tom wants fudge, so we're on the search for fudge. Fudge! Good morning. Woke up to a wet and snowy and chilly day. We're starting our trip today with a stop at the Jasper House, which has the historic significance of why Jasper National Park is called what it is called. The house doesn't exist anymore, but the site is still there.
So the Jasper National Park is part of what was known as the Athabasca Pass, and it's a way through the Rocky Mountains from the east to the west, which, as you might imagine, it's not easy getting through rock walls. Basically, if you were coming west, you would stop here as a last refill refuge spot before trekking through the mountains themselves. Where it got its name is that there was actually two different houses called the Rocky Mountain House, one on the Athabasca Pass and one on the Saskatchewan Pass. And to avoid confusion, they started calling this one the Jasper House after Jasper Hawes, who happened to run the establishment. So after a while, it just got known as Jasper.
For breakfast and coffee today, we went to the Bear's Paw Bakery. And we got some pastries for breakfast. Good fuel for all the hikes we're gonna do today. So we're over here enjoying our nice tasty breakfast, and there's an elk on the side of the road, and we had to stop, we had to turn around. We got a really good view of it. It's so majestic and beautiful, and I think this is the first elk we've seen in the wild. So
It's definitely the closest elk I've seen.
yeah, it was just on the side of the road.
It's like 6 feet away. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Beautiful, amazing, love it.
So majestic.
Look there.
What did you guys find?
What are you looking at?
Oh, it's just a coyote.
Oh, okay, cool.
You guys saw the elk,
Cute.
though, right?
Seen one, seen them all?
Yeah, pretty much.
It was a grizzly bear.
It was crazy.
We've seen black bears, we haven't seen any grizzly bears.
Yeah, that was the first grizzly bear I've seen.
We're on Pyramid Island, which is on Pyramid Lake,
Which
is
is in
at the base of...
Pyramid Mountain.
No, it's Giza Mountain. Just kidding.
It's Pyramid Mountain.
What is cool though about Pyramid Island is that you can rent it out. It's a park, and so they posted a schedule of like times when it's been rented out to the public, and there's like a cute little amphitheater, so you can even have weddings here.
Yeah.
How cute is that? So we're just walking the loop around this little island and taking in just how big Pyramid Mountain is.
Yeah.
We saw it yesterday from the lookout at Maligne Canyon, and it was gorgeous. It had like the flecks of red and the stone, and it was really beautiful. But right now it's extra beautiful because it has a little powdering of snow on it, and you can kind of see the red peeking out and the rocks peeking out.
We definitely woke up to a surprise snowfall.
So we're enjoying a day in the snow. There are several peaks that are visible from the Pyramid Island. One of them being Whistler's Mountain, which is where the Jasper Sky Tram is.
If you look carefully, you'll see a little black dot there, and that's the top of it.
We've made it down a little bit into the Icefields Parkway, and we're gonna do the Valley of the Five Lakes Trail.
Yay! First lake! So in a similar vein to Pyramid Island being in Pyramid Lake in the shadow of Pyramid Mountain, the Valley of the Five Lakes, the lakes' names are First Lake, Second Lake, Third Lake, Fourth Lake, and Fifth Lake.
No.
It's so green! I think if I was in charge of naming these lakes, I would do 1, 2, 3, 4, and then just like something ridiculous for number 5, just to throw everybody off their game.
No, I would do 1, 2, 4,
5, 6,
5, 6.
so that people think they missed number 3.
Yeah.
You know what? If the trail was harder, that would be so encouraging. It's like, oh, we're already at 4. You'd think that you blew right past it. So we made it to lake number 5, the last lake.
It is ever so slightly flurrying, but it's sunny. Magic.
That was nice. So now we're gonna head over to the Mount Edith Cavell region of the park, which is across the highway that way.
At this point, we're just hoping that the road's not closed, because they start closing roads at this time of year, so.
Yeah, I'm looking at the mountains and they're quite snowy now, so we'll just hope for the best.
And it's closed.
That happens.
At least they tell you down here and not when you're like
Yeah.
up the mountain.
It's like right off the highway.
Back on the trail in the Pyramid area. This might be our last trail for the day, but we'll see.
Sun setting.
Just a little muddy.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh my gosh. The way the sun is hitting right now. Oh my gosh.
Wow.
The clouds cleared. Oh my gosh. So beautiful. Wow. We made it to the red chairs.
So the red chairs is this cool thing that Parks Canada did where they hid pairs of red, we call them Muskoka chairs, throughout their parks. It used to be a lot more of a treasure hunt to find them, but now you can look online and find them. Jasper has 8. We're not gonna be able to see them all, but it's this fun little game that Parks Canada put in, and they put them all in places with incredible views, like right now, Pyramid Mountain and Pyramid Lake in the background, and like it's really nice.
Just walking along the beach of Pyramid Lake. So beautiful. A lot of people enjoying the sunset, having picnics. So cute. We made it to our hotel in Hinton, which is about 50 minutes away from Jasper. Our last night here, and tomorrow we're gonna do the Icefields Parkway.
We have a big day tomorrow.
Yeah.
Lots of travel, so.
The whole Icefields Parkway we're hoping to do. I don't know what we're doing. Somewhat the lake, so stay tuned for that.
Bye.
You can always tell when there's an animal on the side of the road because there's 40 cars also on the side of the road.
Ooh.
Oh my gosh. Daddy moose.